Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pull and here's what we have in the bulletin.
Major roads reopened after Hurricane Melissa. Government assesses manufacturing trade readiness after Hurricane Melissa. And later in sports, young reggae boys drowned in Group B in the first round of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying.
Now the details. The Works Ministry is reporting that access to the major corridors across Jamaica has been restored in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa.
The main corridors are now open to allow relief supplies to enter into these communities. Where we are at now is going up into the hills to open up the communities, some of them which are marooned, so that the relief supplies can follow the opening. We have engaged numerous contractors. Every day we increase the amount of contractors that are engaged because by any means necessary we have to bring access to the people.
Works Minister Robert Morgan gave an update during Thursday's tour of North Trelawney. A few roads in the constituency are still flooded, but damage assessment is still ongoing.
Majority of the roads have been either single lane traffic or double lane traffic. There is one particular area that is of concern, and that is the Martha Bay to Kinloss, which is not the reason is not because we have not tried, but we have to wait until the water recedes before we can create some access. So we're very happy with the work that has been done here by the contractors and by the National Works Agency in this parish. We still have to go to southern Trelawney, which we understand has a lot of landslides and other challenges.
The Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce says it has been assessing the readiness of the businesses across the island. This following the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Speaking on Smile Jamaica Friday morning, Senator Aubin Hill says at least 40 weeks of food is available to supply the country. He says plans have been put in place to assist small and medium businesses who were severely impacted. He says the government stands ready to move the country forward in recovering the business sector.
Some will need some kind of credit to start back up.
Because struggling. And residents of Bethel Town, Westmoreland are struggling to recover from the severe damage caused by Hurricane Melissa. But while they appreciate the volunteers who brought aid on Saturday, they're still awaiting government assessment and additional support. Yannick Williams visited the community and filed this report.
In the hills of Bethel Town, the sound of chainsaws and hammers has replaced the usual morning chatter. Roofs torn open to the sky, cars crushed beneath the weight of broken trees, and roads once paths of promise have become restless rivers.
The storm has impacted us a lot. Most of the house, or all of the house that has zinc on it, it's actually gone. Some persons are flat, some don't have nothing at all. I myself personally, I have a bathroom and a kitchen that is wall, so that's where I am right now, and we managed to get some zinc, even though they are poor or so forth, we have it and in one side of the house.
Residents are stranded without electricity, clean water, or food supplies. Their cries for help went unanswered. For days after Hurricane Melissa's wrath, residents waited in despair. No government aid, no relief trucks, just silence.
Today is the first we are seeing anyone coming in here to even give us something. We have been here, some of us have generators, some don't, some has to be in debris picking up what they can find to use or so forth. The Chinese are out of food because most of us buy it out and still want more. So nothing is here. You are the first one who come, and on behalf of the community I do want to thank you because no one else has showed up. We greatly appreciate it.
Some residents say they have never seen anything like this before.
We never seen nothing like this, never under history from me.
Rough, you know? And TV Gilbert.
Yeah. The other thing we used to see them thing in a movie.
Me are 59 and me never heard this in all my 20. No.
Yeah, man, I'm moving, me see them something out, man. Me never really know somebody live really.
Yeah, you know what you move, you look out in the
experience something like
spring,
this.
and when you look out at them, there's something there you see.
The residents say since Hurricane Melissa, the government is yet to visit the community. It was not until a small group of volunteers arrived, bringing much needed relief.
I kid you not, if there are 10 houses, about 8 of them have suffered some serious damage.
Wow.
The people had no slippers on their feet. We actually found a family, husband, wife, and 3 young children cooped up in a car with nothing but the clothes on their back. I felt good that I could help those that I could help, but the feeling was more one of motivation to keep helping.
No, they're appealing for help from the government officials.
I need government to come in, survey us and see what damage has done and see how best they can help us to get back on our feet. It's gonna take a long while, but every little may come back. So we can start from somewhere, especially the ones whose houses has gone debris, nothing. Let's try to see what we can do.
Yannick Williams, TVJ News.
Repair work has begun on the St. Anne Adult Residential Care Facility, formerly the St. Anne Infirmary. This is after sections of the roof was badly damaged during the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Michael Belnevy, says some 75 residents housed at the facility, as well as caregivers, were temporarily relocated to the Marcus Garvey Technical High School before the hurricane.
The primary location on the seaside, we believe it's dangerous during any form of weather condition. So we removed them, put them at the school. In moving them, we have had to put in a whole infrastructure because in case light or water would go, so we had to have generators, big water tanks there, fill the water tanks, and at the same time have the individuals comfortable with medical equipment and so on, because some of these are individuals who are requiring medical care.
Mr. Belnevy says in addition to the roof, beds and equipment that were damaged, steps will be taken. It will take weeks, rather, for work to be completed. And with face-to-face classes set to resume on Monday, he's concerned about the transition process.
To be operating under the tent. So the infirmary, the infirm can remain in that situation or have some online classes going or something, because I don't think they can be removed from that location until adequate accommodations are made at the existing infirmary. So my thoughts are that we will probably have to do some retrofitting at the school to have the consolidation of classes, so at least both can coexist over time. But I don't believe that we will have we are expecting that the infirmary itself will be up and going in a matter of long days, or maybe by next week.
The University of Technology Jamaica has announced the resumption of classes next Monday. UTEC's president, Dr. Kevin Brown, says most of its students are ready to return.
We'll primarily be opening our Papine campus and our Arthur Winton Slipen Road campuses in Kingston. But for the western region, we're only opening the Dome Street campus in Montego Bay for now. The other locations, such as the Barnett Street and the Ocho campus, have suffered damage, and further repairs are required before we can open those locations.
Dr. Brown added that students who have been impacted by the hurricane and are unable to return to school at this time may continue their studies in the next semester or when they are ready. He emphasized that this will not attract any penalties nor affect their GPA.
To ensure that students will be able to still complete the curriculum and take their exams in December. So we've asked our academics to look at their curriculum and to see what aspects are critical and have to be taught, but also are there elements that are optional that would allow them to complete their teaching objectives and then lead into exams for December.
In the meantime, 200 volunteers assisted with cleanup activities at the St. Elizabeth Technical High School, STETS.
We also had representatives from Vodafone Foundation today installing Wi-Fi access so that there's Wi-Fi access right across the entrance to the school so persons can come on board, come on campus and get communication access. We have also started to install water filtration system from a Christian group from out of the US. So again, we enhance the quality of the water that we are distributing to community members. So we have started the process of ensuring that STETS recovers.
And President of the Jamaica Teachers Association stressed the importance of psychosocial support for teachers.
We cannot pour from an empty cup, and we came out of COVID. We went into various flash floods. We went into Beryl, and now we are at Melissa. We must never, as a country, mistake resilience for invincibility. And we must be careful. Our teachers, our principals have been very resilient, and they continue to demonstrate that today. Just coming to STETS, just going to Hampton and various schools, Top Hill Primary, for example, we see the resilience in our principals and our school educators, but they are hurting.
It's time for a break. Stay with us, more stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. And it's now time for the Business Minute.
Grace Kennedy Group CEO Frank James says the company has fully resumed operations following Hurricane Melissa with minimal damage to its facilities, particularly in eastern Jamaica, including its Harbour Street head office. Mr. James reported that most of Grace Kennedy's financial services locations across the island have reopened, with several resuming operations as early as Wednesday, October 29. And further afield, Tesla boss Elon Musk has had a record-breaking pay package that could be worth nearly $1 trillion approved by shareholders. The unprecedented deal was approved by 75% of votes and drew huge applause from the audience at the firm's annual general meeting on Thursday. Musk, who's already the world's richest man, must drastically raise the electric car firm's market value over 10 years. If he does this and meets various targets, he will be rewarded with hundreds of millions of new shares. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Antonia Atkinson.
Now the top regional and international stories.
Set to receive another $21.1 million from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility (CCRIF) based in the Cayman Islands following the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. This brings total payouts to $91.9 million after an earlier payment of $70.8 million under the country's tropical cyclone policy. CCRIF says the funds will provide quick liquidity to support recovery efforts, repair infrastructure, and assist vulnerable communities affected by the storm. And on the international scene, airlines have begun canceling about 4% of flights at several airports today and are preparing for even greater reductions. Experts are urging travelers flying within the next 10 days to monitor their airline apps closely for schedule changes. They say carriers will likely prioritize hub-to-hub routes, meaning regional flights could face more delays or cancellations. Some airlines are waiving change fees, and officials warn travelers to brace for possible Thanksgiving travel disruptions if the government shutdown continues. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Aliyah Bryant.
Thank you, Alia. We take another break. Sports is next.